Wilfried, how's the mood been since Sunday's big victory over Aberdeen?
It's been good. It's been good because I finished to watch the game and we have many things to work on. So again, we won the game, yes, but it doesn't change my life because I have to go back and work again, like we did when we lose. But obviously the mood is better because a win, we know what does it mean, and for my players this is important, just for to validate what they did well. Since I came here, so obviously this is good for them.
In terms of yourself, though, you must have taken so much belief, not just from the result, but the fact you created so many chances. You could have scored, 7, 8, 9 goals in that game, Wilfried.
Yeah, like the game against Dundee was the same. We had also opportunities against Hearts. We didn't score. So I think that each game that we played, obviously this game was a lot, but we had many chances. That's why I said that we deserve more wins. But what I can see is again, I just finished to watch the game and I saw a really good game, coherent game regarding the way we want to attack, the way we want to defend, the aggression that we want to put. And yes, we played against 10 men, but we provoked that. And for me, this is important. So yeah, this is a good progression for the moment.
Do you feel that on that progression, the only way is up at the moment?
Yes, because I am like this. Imagine a leader who is not positive. It could be difficult for the players, no? So, but again, I am honest also with them. When this is good, I tell them. When we have to work on certain things, I tell them also. So I think that good improvements, but this is only the beginning. We have also many things that we can adjust. And that's why I'm really happy with the performance that we had, because I can push them a little bit more regarding certain things.
In terms of the game, did you see one thing in particular that had changed against Aberdeen than from the previous 4 games?
No, because we were better in terms of execution. The execution that we had against Aberdeen was a bit better, but the previous game we could have scored so many goals too. So against Dundee we had I think we missed a 3 or 4 tap-in. So we could have scored. It could have been 3-0 half-time, but it was not the case. And also what I like is the competitive spirit that we had to avoid. Yes, we conceded 1 goal, but to avoid, we were better in terms of set pieces. Not the first contact, because it's been good for the moment, but for the second contact and for the second ball and third wave. So that's why for me the competitive spirit that we had was really good. But again, the only difference is we score goals. Because, like I said, we had really good performance, not during all the game, but during few halves, but we didn't score. And now we did score, so this is not the same story.
In terms of adding to your squad in January, how close are you to bringing new players in?
Like I said before, my job is to analyze my players first, and after that we'll see what we're going to do. But I know that we can add players, and like every club.
When you mentioned the chances being missed, it's a high proportion of good chances being missed. Is that down to confidence in front of goal, or is it down to personnel?
It could be both. It could be both. I know that this is not easy to score goals. That's why the chances that we created, I am happy with that. But obviously, we have to score more goals. After that, it could be confidence, it could be tactic, it could be technique, it could be emotion. So this is all this kind of thing that we have to analyze to help the players to score goals.
I'm not talking about players maybe here per se, but in your previous in Columbus, you had a real focal point up front. Hernandez in your title season was, I think, scored 25, 26 goals. How important is it to have a striker who is top level, who's reliable, cutting edge? How important is that to a team?
I think that if you ask the question to all coaches, they're going to say the striker is important, so it doesn't change for that. So obviously, yes, we are all the same as a coach. But at the same time, what I like with my team is with all the team that I coach, and for the moment it's not so bad, we can score from any position. And this is what happened since I'm here. Now, yes, you mentioned Cucho Hernandez. he did score many goals, but also we scored also many goals with other players. And for me, this is important. So obviously, like I said, as a coach, yes, we want all the position in our team. But again, we're going to work on that and we'll see.
It seems obvious to say because you are light in that area. Obviously, you have Johnny Kelechi's injured. I would imagine a striker is top of the shopping list for January.
Yes, but like I said, if you watch the game, we missed also many opportunities and it was not the forward. So again, this is, like I said, we'll see what we're going to do with that.
Is that something you can address on the training ground? You know, these chances that you're not converting. Is that something you can, you know, address technically? Can you have a quiet word with a player about doing something different? How do you go about sorting out that issue?
Yes, this is not easy. This is a good question because, you know, we think that this is easy to score goals, and but there is emotion, you know, and emotion, this is one of the most difficult things to control. So, you know, when a player miss a goal, thinking about it after that context. And when we train, everybody's good. It's a way of talking. But now we have to add, you know, this kind of situation. So again, I think that this is repetition, but I like to call it like this. This is repetition without repetition, because they know how to shoot, they know how to kick the balls, they know how to control. This is more to create an environment regarding the way we're going to train to help the player to perform and to repeat this kind of action. But after that, this is more the mental aspect. This is more, there is many things that is difficult to coach. This is more about give confidence and also support and sometimes challenges to the player, because this is so complex.
Yeah. Johnny Kenny is a young striker. He does not have a great deal of first team experience at Celtic. Have you felt the need to put an arm around his shoulder and
Yes.
speak to him to give him confidence and tell him he's still doing good things?
Yes, for sure, because again, this is my job also to be honest also with the player. Sometimes I have to hug them, sometimes I have to tell them that this is not good enough. And this is the way I am as a coach. So now I have to find the balance and the good moments to play with this situation. So again, as you know, when there is a player who miss a goal or who miss a pass or he doesn't have a good game, the first player is him. The first guy who is really sad is him. So now I have to find a solution to help him. So, and after that, we'll see.
Well, there's a lot of talk about players coming in, but one player who really left in the summer was Dyson Maeda. He said that he was wanting to move. Have you had a conversation with Dyson about his long-term future?
He's really happy here. I know and I knew that he had the opportunity to leave before. But for the moment, he's with us and he's happy to be here.
He played in sort of in a wide left position against Aberdeen, but he's also been used as centre forward. Where do you see him as his best position?
Both. No, because he's not a natural winger, I would say, because he's able to make the run. You know, instead of when he starts in the middle, he makes the run on the side, you know, to attack. And when he starts on the side, he makes the run towards the net. So this is all about, you know, this kind of situation. And after that, he can be good also as a number 9, but he needs players around him, because this is not a player who he can keep the ball, but he likes to make the run, he likes to combine. So it's all about players around him. But also tactically, it's really interesting, because when I have him on the side, I know that something will happen, you know, so or in behind, or we can use the fact that he's on the wing to be able to attack through the middle. So it depends.
He sounds like a very important player to the way you want to play. If a club was to come in January, would your message to the board be we need to keep this guy for what we want to achieve?
Yes, for sure, I would like to keep him, and he knows that. So, and I hope that he's going to stay.
You talked about assessing your current players. How long do you think that will take you to have? Because obviously January is quite soon.
Until the last day of the windows. No, but because again, you know, sometimes, yes, we want to do things, but there is certain things that we cannot control, because we are not only the only club. There is many things. I'm going to tell you, I like you, I want you as a number 6, but maybe I'm going to be in competition with other club and so on. So again, yes, there is a desire to get player like every windows, and he will not change with that. But after that, the idea is not just to add players for the sake of adding. So yeah, just see what we need in terms of quality, yes, but in terms of personality, because we need personality players to play in this club.
There's obviously a lot of games going on at the moment. How much time have you got to dedicate to looking at different players who may come in?
It's a day-to-day job. It's a day-to-day job because we know that there is the window. So again, there is no timeline with that. Every day, practice. I see my players, and after that, I watch also other players, and after that, there is also department, who work for that, and it's about communication.
I'm sure when you came into Celtic, the recruitment staff at the club here had done a lot of preparation for the window and a lot of homework on potential targets. But have you been able to say to them, players that you are interested in, that you know about, or are you led by them and the work that they have done?
No, it's both. There is communication. Communication is important. So we discuss about players, coming from them, coming from myself, coming from everywhere. So the idea is to find the good one if we need to add someone, and to see what we're going to do with that.
A lot of people will ask the question, a lot of managers will ask the question also about how much money do I have to spend. Is that a conversation topic, or is it more fluid than that?
No, I know, but again, this is not about money. This is how we're going to spend. So for me, this is the most important.
You mentioned personality when you are bringing in new players. How important has that been to you in your previous jobs, the characters, and okay, they're good players, but good people, good leaders?
Yeah, it's key. It's key because, again, with a lot of humility, what I try to do in terms of the way we play, we need a player with a lot of personality, and also when we add also the context, the club to play here, this is not easy, and so we need players like that. So that's why for me it's going to be this is so important.
Wilfried, when you were managing in North America and even back in your playing days in France, did you ever play festive football? Was it something that you've done before, or will this be your first time, playing games on the 27th, 29th, New Year?
No, it's going to be the first time. So yeah, everything is new. So Christmas time usually it's off, family time and so on. And now no, so that's why I was a bit lost 2 hours ago, because I was thinking that we were off.
Well, what do you think about it? Because it's a big tradition for us here. You work, we work, we
I love it. I love it because when I was in France or Europe or United States, I was so happy to wake up because with the jet lag and to watch games. And now I'm going to be part of that. So now I'm really excited by that, and it's new, but I like it.
How important do you think if you look at these next 3 fixtures, are going to be in this title race? Obviously there's still a long way to go, but you've got the tough away game to Livingston straight after Christmas on a difficult pitch, and then you're playing Motherwell, who are 3rd, and Rangers, your big rivals, who are 4th. So how important are these next 3 games for you?
No, for sure, they are important, but like you said in your question, we have a lot of time in front of us. So, but again, like I said, sorry to be redundant, but each games are really important, and for me this is one game after one game. So let's focus on the first game, and after that we'll see for the rest.
What do you expect from Livingston? It's a plastic pitch.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on all of that?
I played a few games in a plastic pitch, the way you call it, turf. And no, my staff told me already that the environment and the opposition, the style of play of the opposition, obviously. I'm going to watch today a few games, the way they play and so on, but I know that it's going to be tough. It's not easy to play over there regarding the environment, but again, the idea is to respect the opposition, but to focus on us and to have a good performance to win the game.
Did you pick up any injuries against Aberdeen, or is any injured players coming back?
No, for the moment it's the same. Yeah, same.
You mentioned earlier about set pieces and defending set pieces. Livingston are notoriously a set piece, no offence to Livingston, they're a set piece team.
Yeah.
Like many teams in Scotland, are
Yeah.
you been surprised about how reliant on set pieces we are here in Scotland, and what kind of challenge you're going to face this weekend?
Yeah, it's gonna be set pieces, as you know, are key now. You know, in the modern football, and especially also here because with the physicality. So again, the idea is to compete, and to be. We know that they're gonna be bigger than us, but the idea is to first of all avoid set piece if we can, and second of all also is to focus on the task and try to compete, not try, but compete with the big guys, but also to attack the ball and also especially to be good on the second wave. But again, they are ready for that, knowing that it's going to be a tough one, but we are ready for that.
Can I also ask, just following on, you mentioned personalities and players and stuff like that. Is someone like Kieran Tierney someone who has got the ideal personality for this club? When you're looking at is he someone you look to and think he's got the personality and the ability? And what have you made of him in general since you come in?
No, Kieran, everybody knows Kieran. I knew him before I came here. So, and again, this is an important player for us. But after that, there is different kind of personality. Kieran, this is not a vocal leader. He likes to show on the pitch. Callum he likes to show on the pitch, but also it's a vocal leader, you know. So, and we have other players like this. So I think that the idea when I talk about personality is not only to be vocal, is to have the right attitude when this is difficult. Means that when we attack, if this is difficult, can we still show ourselves to ask for the ball? Can we still press if we need to press? Can we have to defend like crazy because this is the moment? So this is all this kind of thing for me, that this is more about the attitude, and this is what I'm looking for. Yeah.
I mean, you might have some pieces to fill in January for your ideal formation and where you want to play, but it looks like Kieran Tierney is perfect for the way you want to play that role. Is that someone you see who will thrive in this system?
Yes. He played this system already, and obviously I discussed with him. I knew that he was able to do it. So again, I think that there is also a few players that they can do better, you know, in a certain position. But yeah, for the moment, is to. I'm pleased with what I have, but I want to challenge them a little bit more because I think that they have more potential than they think.
He's also played a lot of games for you. I mean, do you feel fitness-wise he is getting to the level that he was at before?
So Kieran?
Yeah.
Yes, he's an old, but he's been playing a few games now, 90 minutes, and in the past it was only 60 minutes because they wanted to do that, to help him to reach the 90 minutes. So I think that we work together on that. And after that, I think that, again, Kieran, I hope that you're going to see that he can do more, you know. So I'm not surprised by what he did already, but I know that he can do more in terms of everything. So this is the idea, but fitness-wise too. And but again, the cycle is so crazy that we have to also to find the balance with the freshness. So that's why the idea is not to give him all the time 90 minutes, is to see how he can be fresh at the good moment.
He scored a couple of goals for you since you came in, but you always want to push your players to do better and better.
Yes, because for me this is the only way, is I have to compete with themselves. And so again, like I said, we won the game 2 days ago, but I am more demanding. I'm going to be more demanding this week because I believe that we can do more. But after that, it's all about interaction, communication with players. So they accept the challenge. I will not push a player if I see that he's not able to accept the challenge. But I believe that when you give challenge to someone, he enjoys it. So after that is to find the balance with the support and so on.
Just finally back on the festive campaign, this week Christmas Day falls on a day off for the players, which is nice, but does the manager get a day off for Christmas Day?
Yes. My family is here, so I'm happy. I'm going to have a bit of time with them and to go back fresh, and yes, I have a day off.
I was seeing that Pep Guardiola said to his players he's going to get the scales and weigh them before and after Christmas, but I'm guessing if he's so busy here, he won't have to get the scales out.
I cannot change everything. We'll see in the future, but this is something that we did with my all my previous team, yes. But now they had also too much information and too much stress, so I have to find my battle.